Oh, it's one of those beautiful fall nights. Welcome.
Hi.
We'll get started in a minute here. Oh, I want to light my candle. Got my little spirit detector. Light my candle. Look at this good looking groove. I'm excited. Okay, so I think everyone's just getting their cards ready. I gotta move my keyboard so I can spread my cards out. So welcome everybody. We are excited to do this tonight. We love doing this. It's kind of like our little social event once a month. And we get to connect with our cards and spirit. So we are excited. We're going to introduce ourselves right now. I am East Coast Mystic. You can find me on my page, East Coast Mystic, and you can find me on my website, eastcoastmystic.com. I love doing this. This is one of my favorite things, so that's why I'm part of this. Welcome. I hope I give you the messages that you need right now.
Hi, I'm Mystic Gypsy. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Mystic Gypsy. It's with 2 I's, not a Y. And I'm just super excited to see what messages we get for you guys today. Love doing this, so I'm super happy we're all here.
Hi, I'm Moonshine. I'll be doing some rune casting tonight, and so I'm excited to get to your questions. I do have some holiday specials for rune casting readings and gift certificates available on my Facebook page, Moonshine. And as well, I have a Moonshine rune book that will be available online. I'm posting up there, should be up there tonight. So that'll be up there as well too. So let's get this show on the road.
Hello friends, I'm Shauna, but you can call me Misfit. You can find me on Facebook and TikTok as the Misfit Intuitive. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader, and yeah, let's get to reading.
Okay. My clicker didn't click my mute properly, but I got it. So what we're going to do is everybody is going to receive a message from all of us. And when it's your turn, you have the opportunity to receive a message, whether it's a general message just to see what we have to say to you, or maybe you have a specific question you would like to ask, and we can see what we get for you on that. Or if you have someone on the other side you'd like a message from, you can also receive that. So when it's your turn, just unmute and let us know what you would like us to connect with, and we will do our best. So welcome. Let's get started. Okay, so who do we want to start with first? I mean, I can't stop staring at Barb. I have goosebumps when I look at you, so I want to start with you first. So you can unmute and let us know what it is you would like to know.
Okay, sorry.
No
Me,
problem. Right? Welcome.
Hi. I don't have any specific question today, so I guess whatever comes, listening.
Okay, so a general message on for you. Let's see. I'm going to start first and see what I get for you. I get a few different things, actually. So I pulled one of my favorite cards. These are soul cards, and this is a card that I got for you. And this actually lets me know that right now you are actually moving forward in the right direction. It shows me that your crown and your channel is bright yellow, so it is open, and you are seeing things. Your eyes are opening to possibilities. It does show a block in your auditory. So there's something that the spirit does want to give you a message about, or maybe you need to open up your clairaudience, your psychic hearing. I would work on that one. But the blues are around, which means that spirit is trying to manifesting healing right now, as well as tranquility. Grounding is really important, but I know that prosperity is the influence that's around you right now, and that influence is all around. I also see a new balance taking place with your partnership that gives a celebration. So I do feel that you are going to receive some kind of new opportunity in your household. And I feel like this is in the making right now, but I do feel like someone is saying, don't doubt. There's something that you're not supposed to be doubting right now. And it's like you're fighting this doubt. That doubt is your sign that something is happening. But I do feel like there is a traditional blessing. I'm sure that this has to do with maybe your Christmas gathering, something like that. There is something being invoked. But when I see the main energy around you, it's mainly prosperity, tapping into the blessings, and grounding, a stabilizing energy. And I feel like that stabilizing energy is actually opening up everybody's abilities in your household right now. Psychic abilities around you is very strong right now.
All right.
Like I see I can see your channel. Just looking at you, I can see the light or your white aura around you. So I have good feelings around you. And I feel like that's what your month is all about. I did get the signs card. So watch for signs to give you confirmations. There's synchronicity and universal connection right now that is helping you.
It's funny that you said blockage in the earrings, because I'm trying to listen more, and right now I have my right ear that has been hurting for the last 2 days, and it's so funny.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, then that shows psychic hearing. Focus on that, and your third eye, psychic hearing.
Thank you.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
So for you, I'm definitely seeing like this has been like a time of transition into like some stability that's coming up for you. It's kind of like a balancing act though, because I'm seeing like a lot of the same things but on each side, and there's like a clear division. So I feel like there's something that you're trying to figure out and sort out, but you need to just trust that intuition, because the doubt is coming from you mentally. Like it's a mental block, right? And I'm seeing that spirit really wants you to just tap into the trusting your belief and like your faith, just having that blind trust, even though it feels maybe not natural at the moment.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely though see that you're at the end of a cycle coming up here. So like it is a new one starting, and it's to do with your like career and the path in your daily life, like what your choices are going forward. But there's also just this knowingness of like knowing that you have the resources to start this new path. Like whatever it is that you're choosing to do, it's something that you've absorbed the information before, so it's kind of like it's like this unknown knowingness that you've got for it. Okay. So I really do see some like success coming, and I got this beautiful oracle card, Ride the Wave. So just like embrace the abundance that's going to be coming and just go with the flow, because it's going to be, when it's coming, it's going to come quick, and just hang on. It's going to be amazing. Super excited for you.
All right, thank you so much.
I got goosebumps on your message a couple of times, Carissa. That's awesome. I do feel like she's in the right flow, and I do feel like she's stabilizing that flow and learning how to keep herself in it, even though everything, life happens, goes on every day.
Sure.
Hey Barb, I got some runes here for you. So a number of things shows that just recently already in play. There's a probably a business venture, something creative that you've been working on, that you've invested your money and time into, that has value, that's working for you. You're making progress on it, and that's creating an opening. It does show that you are staying open, which is very good. I think that's something that you have either worked on or just developed at this point naturally. But that openness that you have during your day is keeping you open to guidance and information. It is keeping you on track, and it is moving your business ideas forward. So that's also attracting a lot of energy towards you. It's positive. You're drawing off of the sun as well too, the sun energy. So early mornings ideas. This is happening here. So it looks good, that creation. It does show right dead smack in the middle though, coming up to you in the near future, that there's a challenge. And it's Thor, so it's something that you're going to overcome. It's a god of Thor to overcome this challenge. No matter what it is, you'll defeat this challenge, okay? And what's funny is it's standing straight up sideways. So, I mean, it is put there. It's like a destined thing. It's going to be something you can deal with, so then it's actually out of the way. So it's actually being brought to you. You can't avoid it. It's right on the line of destiny. So it's something where when it does occur, you're going to be fine. You actually don't have to be concerned. Just stay in the place where you're at. That's the only reason why it's coming, is because your energy's changed. This is from the past. I took through some more on it, so it could be an interaction with an ex or something to this effect. But just don't get sucked into whatever it is. You come across that, and that's not in your place. That's not your bubble where you're at this point or anything. It just shows us something just to roll past and not let it be a distraction for you. So either way, so you'll be prepared for that. It does show you that the number one thing for you to keep your mind on now, because you don't need to have any concerns about this. It's just on your projects. Just what you have in front of you, you're doing great. Just continue to develop that and move forward with it. You've got a goddess energy around you, you have strength and protection, everything is clear and light. So even this little thing that's coming up, you're gonna feel better anyways, because it's kind of out of your way. So yeah, it looks awesome. You're doing really good. Keep that openness going, because that'll guide you through everything.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, Barbara. I got a few different messages for you tonight, and a few of the same messages from last time. I recognize you from one of our previous readings, and I think I mentioned meditation and being in still and silence. And I feel a lot of anxiety, like when we start your reading, like my heart's beating a little bit faster. Like it's a lot of anxiety and stress in the body. I don't know if you've been dealing with that and like stress headaches and stuff like that, but take time to take care of yourself, meditate, breathe through it. It's like Moonshine said, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be okay. Ultimately, Spirit's got your back. There's tough decisions ahead and conflicts, but like I said, ultimately you're okay. You're on your life's path now, like your universal kind of path is what I call it, towards passion and purpose. Just trust your intuition, because it is trustworthy. The messages that you receive, they are valid. It's great to look for outside validation, like from us in the circle for things, but know that you've got that intuition as well. So some of your answers are going to come from within and not from outside sources. So make sure that you're meditating and trusting what you're getting, because prosperity is ahead. I see you looking for it. I see it's coming to you. Everything's lining up for you. Just be still, meditate. It'll be okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I totally forgot too, because you mentioned the right ear, and I believe the right ear actually means that you should be aware of spiritual blessings coming your way, and that that there's spiritual gifts that you are meant to implement, or that you're going to be called to implement. So I do believe that right ear, even though it hurts, when I do lots of readings, oh my gosh, I actually have to wear fuzzy ear muffs, because it just feels so good. My ears will get sore. So it is a sign of using that psychic ability. So clairaudience will help you if you study and look into your psychic hearing. I think you'll find something there for you. Awesome. Okay, I feel like we need to do Patrick.
Hi.
Hello, Patrick. Welcome. It's good to see you. What do
Thank
you want to
you.
know?
Well, everything's been kind of like up in the air. I'm not really sure of anything. And I was just wondering if I could just get like a general message.
Awesome. I totally got goosebumps on the general. First thing I do have to say is I totally recognize change around you. And what I really feel though is that there is a spiritual guidance around you that is helping you awaken and settle into yourself. And I definitely see
Okay.
confidence around you, but I feel like the energy and the spirit is still working on your empowerment, and that friendships right now are important. So I do feel like you should kind of spread out, connect to people you haven't for a while, and you'll recognize
Yeah.
how much change that they see in you. The thing right now is your energy is about your own happiness, and I really feel like you need to know the real you, and part of that is still
Yeah.
coming out, right? So as far
Yeah, like
as
it's. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Okay. And like I really have been trying, but it's still quite a struggle to.
So if you're having
On
trouble
hold.
with like going to actual, like, do I go to the club? Do I join something? All of those things will join you confidence. But even if you can't figure that out and it feels like too much, go to public places, you know, take a day, take a couple hours, go to the mall, you know, it's just about getting out there. And I feel like your connection is with people you are going to meet out and about.
Right. Okay.
As far as energy and the people that are coming around, I see you connecting to more than one person this month. I see 3 people that are key connections to your life right now. So just be open to meeting new people.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
So I find it, I didn't know you were coming, but I kind of knew because I was thinking about you before, or not too long ago. I was getting ready for this. You came to my mind.
Oh,
And that
Goosebumps.
happened. It was very interesting because it was super strong. And with that though, I also felt a big like weight of maybe you've been feeling like sadness or a depression, like kind of like feeling like
yeah.
the mind
I mean-
really right now for you.
Yeah. Like I'm going through a few health issues right now,
Okay.
and I don't know if it's it could be my testosterone, but I've had some stomach issues, so it's just kind of weighing on me.
I can see that, and I can definitely feel it. And the cards and spirit is showing that. And I also feel though that it's showing me that a lot of the stomach issues. Like I'm wondering, do you do Reiki? Have you tried Reiki?
I've tried, yeah. Like I say, I've been trying to exercise more and listen to music and stuff like that. So I definitely am trying to.
Oh
and,
yeah, I see that.
I
It
have-
shows.
Yeah. And so I have joined a gym, so I'm starting to go back and exercise more.
Okay.
So,
That's really good.
sometimes I do get a little lazy though. I mean, I try not to, but it's
It
just one of
happens.
those things. Yeah.
It's one of those things, and I think like just reminding the cards show me that right now, like there is those moments of where it's kind of like you're sitting back and you're just like trying to sort out what the next step is.
Yeah.
And I feel like you need to just every moment, every time you tap into that intuition and you're unsure, just follow what your intuition is telling you, even if your mind's telling you another thing, because
Right,
your connection to spirit is super strong. And I think sometimes that it can weigh on things for you and make things a little unclear and uncertain. But I seen something with hands, to be honest, when I was I don't know if that's why I was bringing up Reiki, because I was just thinking like something to do with hands and energy work. So I
Right,
definitely think that it would be, even if it's not feeling like it's doing anything right now, it's sometimes you won't notice it until the moment has passed, right? So
Right.
I really think that spirit just wants you to just stay encouraged, because this card here that I have is, the two giraffes, and it's encouragement, and it's just spirit reminding you that you're protected, you're surrounded by all your loved ones, and just to stay focused, and this is a tough time, but you'll get through it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick.
Hi.
Right on. Well, had a clear reading come on this. And then I even tried to get a little bit more on it twice, and literally the runes would not even come off of my finger. It was pretty strange. So
Really?
I know that the answer's in this, and right away, right on the center of everything is the X, which is, it's sex, it's relationship, it's sexual, right? Which could also have to do with the testosterone levels and mood, and it's all connected, right?
Yeah.
So that's also partnership, and it's not necessarily just the actual deed, it's also everything around it. So,
Well, and I didn't want to mention that because it's pretty embarrassing, but there's been a lot of trouble with that too.
and nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody goes through things where you have healing, right? And on the
like
other side,
I didn't want to.
everything's perfect. So you
I didn't-
don't need to know. It's not even about the details of what's happening there. It's just about your state of mind and where you're moving forward to. All the physical things, whether it's that or something else or any other ailments, they can all just fall away in line when you're moving forward. And a lot of times these things will come to make us stop. And this is what came. I'm like, why is it like this? It shows for you to carry a protective amulet, something like that you represent as power, like you're God, okay? Like, what is a motherfucker to you? So sorry, but like, it's your personal thing, and you make that or you carry that, okay? That's gonna give you your strength, okay? And it's yours, it's personal. You don't have to tell anybody.
Right.
And also it shows me that because of what's happened, it's taken, your joy is still there. It's just kind of like you're out of energy, so it's kind of like tough to get the joy like going, because you still got that good state within you. It's just your energy level is low, and that will bring it going in the right direction. So the actual standstill right now is for you just to find that strength. It's actually a refocusing point for you to move forward. So I got some cards on it too to see what's happening around it. It does show there's like an older woman kind of could be friend, family, but somebody it's not somebody you're interested in as much, but they're kind of close to you somehow. And there's something there they know, they're close enough to you that they know that you're stressed and stuff. But there's also sometimes about opening with another person, a female comes in. That doesn't mean necessarily that it's a partnership thing. This is a conversation or something that occurs. But there's something very, I don't know, like whole to you. There's something, an understanding that you have with these people when you have that conversation that kind of puts a lot of things at peace for you. And that nothing else will go further with the health. All of that will just be a thing of the past. And I did get your stone as well too, as lapis. So I'm like, what can he do? And for you, it's meditation. See if you can click out, and you got ancient forest. So I'm thinking a change of the scenery to get outside of your space they went into nature space. And
Yeah.
because on an energetic level, we're all used to our walls. And they
Yeah.
kind of contain everything that's happening, everything we think. But as soon as we go outside, it's all nature, and every sensory perceptor goes to everything else except for just the walls. So even
Right.
just a few minutes outside, or go listen to a bird, or go check something out, is going to help break that energy and refresh you and give you more, just more healing, and you'll be back to it. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it does look like it's a good opportunity. This is just like making you focus so that you don't miss something that's coming ahead of in front of you, and you're going to be able to see it. So
Okay.
it'll work out.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Patrick. I get a lot of messages of healing tonight. Not particularly physical healing, but like mental healing, inner healing, because it's all connected, right? Like when we have emotional issues, it sometimes affects the physical.
Right.
While you and Gypsy were talking about health issues and stomach problems, and I was shuffling, the card that popped out was forgiveness heals. So whether it's yourself or others or everyone that needs to be forgiven, it's time to release a lot of things that you've been holding on to, maybe hurts, maybe traumas,
Yeah.
things like to purify, detox, release. It's got to go if you want to be able to move forward. You can't keep
And like,
different outcome if you're not putting in the work to, further and better, right? So,
and like I do have an issue. Like I say, I'm trying to get past it, but it's always been an issue for me.
yeah, easy. We'd all be over our issues, right? So, and sometimes you have to reach out to others and professionals and things like that to help with those issues. Sometimes they're too big for us to take on alone, so we have to give them to other people. We have to
Right.
outsource, right? Pay to outsource, I guess is
Right.
the best.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to reach out. You're not going to get judged or anything like that. But I feel like the issue is so massive, it kind of puts all that, and it affects other parts of your life, right? So dealing with that issue and whatever issue it may be is going to be really important.
And see, that's the thing. It's hard to pinpoint.
Right.
Good.
But sometimes it pays to talk it out, right? Find people you trust, find a therapist, find someone that you can bounce ideas, get a different perspective off of it, right? Because
Right.
we deal with our for so long that we have a specific point of view on it that sometimes others can help us kind of crack apart.
Right. Okay.
But the one thing that I want to leave you with is one of my cards. Where did it go? It says, although your past has been deep, filled with many life lessons, remember neither past nor future has any more power over you than you allow it to have. So make sure that you're accurately viewing the issues as maybe past issues, not permanent issues, right? So
Okay. Right.
definitely on healing, emotions, releasing, and the health will kind of fall into suit after that, I feel.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Sorry, I really like that. It's not the past issues. It's moving into the present. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I totally got that. And when I was looking at my cards, one of the cards that I did get for you, Patrick, was the Strength card. And so I do feel like you are walking your path of destiny right now. But I do also believe that part of that has to do with your own bravery and courage. And that empowerment card did come up, which means that you already know what it is that you're fighting and dealing with. And I do believe that because of, certain chemicals that are happening in the brain and the health issues and all of your doubts and the things that you're carrying from the past, it does affect you mentally, and you're constantly fighting that. So I can understand that you get drained because you're fighting your own mind. But I do feel that you should be open to knowing that and understanding that the perception that you have over yourself, or that you think others have over you, is not entirely true. It's not true at all. And I feel like you need to be open to seeing how people actually do see you, because I feel like the people that you are meant to connect with, including your family through this Christmas, they do know you. They do know the real you. And so I feel like you are meant to get glimpses of that and treasure that. So I do see that your destiny right now is about inner power. It is about your confidence. And I already see a change in your confidence from the last time I saw you till now. So I do feel like you are walking your path of destiny. And so it isn't a fast-paced walk. It's your natural pace. So just keep yourself oxygenated. Get out there.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's do. I have to do Kalina. Kalina. Welcome.
Good evening, witches and warlocks.
What is it that you would like to know tonight?
So if you have any general messages for me, I'm open to that. Sometimes I don't know what I want,
Okay.
but if you have any direction, reflection, insight to any skills or gifts regarding a budding business partnership, I would be all ears on that as well.
Okay. Let's see what I get for you. Whoa. This is the card I got for you. Look at her.
I love it.
So this lets me know that you actually are ready and open to receive. However, when I pulled my actual cards for you, I got some pretty strong cards. I got the Hanged Man along with the Death and the Nine of Swords. And so for me, I have to go into your connection to spirit. And right now it is about your father. And that's the strongest energy I feel around you. And I feel like part of his message is that you do not have to wait for him to come to you. He's already around you. And I also get something about your dogs. So I know that one of your dogs can see him clearly, and he is going to be getting you to gather feathers. I feel like you are meant to create a bouquet of feathers, and those feathers all represent the energies that that he is sending you, the color of the feathers or the type of the feathers. But I also get something about a favorite dish item, and I don't know why that's coming up, something that he either smells or you are meant to cook for him, maybe implement his favorite dish in your Christmas meal this year. But he is definitely with someone that doesn't speak very good English. I don't know who that would be. And all I see is like this ketchup bottle, like this. So
Oh yeah,
that's kind of weird.
it's
But that's-
ketchup. Like maybe he's hungry.
maybe that's why he's talking about like, give me your favorite food. And sometimes it's ancient to know that in ancient days people would make their favorite foods for their ancestors and their family, and those favorite dishes and the aroma of it would activate their spirit. So
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because like when my grandmother passed away, I had done that for her, but I haven't done that for my father. So he's probably like, what the hell? Why aren't you feeding me?
God, you have to. Do you know his favorite dish?
It would be like a pretty basic meat and potatoes kind of guy. So
With ketchup.
yeah,
That's
pretty
so,
much.
that's so cool. But you do want to know, there is a message about what you are going into or what you're looking at going into. And it does show that it is actually the Chariot comes up. So I feel like this is something that you should be doing. However, I feel like this connection is temporary for some reason. It's part of your growth and part of your pattern. So there's something that you are meant to be created from it. And I definitely feel a 7-month manifestation with this. So 7 comes up as twice for you. So that's interesting to me because you are in a place of transformation and this suits you. So you are in the right direction. If you want it, you can have it. Your willpower is your strongest power right now. That's what you need to activate, is the willpower. What is it that you truly want? There is a little bit of caution, and the caution would be, of course, anything that kind of is almost conflicting. And that's just when things will change. And that's with everything that's temporary, right? Changing circumstances. But there is something for the next 7 months that you are meant to receive and grow. So keep focused, keep your ambition going, because you have success coming to you. And there is already waves of success. So the 7 of Pentacles means that easy work and more money.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hello. So, for you, have you been having really weird dreams lately?
Yeah, I've had a fair few.
Yeah, because like the cards, dreams are really standing out for me with you, and not all are necessarily have been great and good. But the message is coming that you need to pay attention to them, because these answers and these things that that are going to come forward for you are in the dreams. Like you'll find, I don't know if it's necessarily in it or something that you're dreaming about will trigger it, but write them down. I don't know if you do cards, pull cards after your dream when you wake up, just like really connect to the symbology of what's going on in your dream. And if you see the faces, like if you're dreaming about someone and you see a specific face, just kind of like take note of that person or the emotion that you felt with it. But I do see, as far as like your business and a business venture, are you thinking of going into a business with there's 3 girls, you and 2 other women? Have you
One so
had
far.
that? No? Okay.
One.
Because I see 3, and like it's 3 women, 3 wands, 3. It's like,
Could
I don't
be.
know, if it's 3 ideas of creation, because like the feminine energy of creation and that, but there is something coming for you where it's going to be prosperity and growth, and your dad is supporting you, because I've got the King of Pentacles like supporting it all. So he's definitely with you on this, and this journey you're breaking barriers, you're breaking fears, you're breaking all of the things that are holding you back, and it's going to bring you that prosperity. And Spirit's like, I've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, so you have like that's double divine energy there for you to support this creation. So just make a wish, because I also got the 9 of Cups, so it's the wish card. So make a wish, and this full moon, put that intention out, and you never know what might happen in the next 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 months. Keep an eye out. I'm excited to see what happens for you, though.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hey Kalina. So I got some ruins here, and it shows like what East Coast Mystic was saying with the manifestation cycle. Kind of fell into what I was seeing in the ruins as well too, because there's some things that are happening that you're manifesting now, but there is like I had like about in 4 months or something like kind of in place, and I had like 6-7 months is when there's a challenge that you overcome, which is when you have to stand behind your project, which will actually help you move forward. So it's just kind of like I almost want to say workplace challenge, but in your own business in a sense, or whatever it might be, but it's just something that you're taking care of. So it's normal, it's part of business, but it's kind of like all on the bottom side right now. Like you got to kind of get in a place where you're doing the work and you're doing the ideas, and things are kind of tough, and you're kind of buckling down to get it done, and you're making the sacrifices. It shows that just recently there was a nice connection with you and your partner, and that that there's a positive manifestation there. And then it also shows that like right after that, like almost like the next morning or whatever, like the next day after like nice times, there's like challenges, and that's like life. Okay, and it's just showing that at least you're in it together there. Part of this is also showing like maybe like a savings plan or like a plan, like a gradual plan where you can just like chip away at what you're building. And it does show that the flow, the main thing in between where you're at now, which is the spot you're in, and where you're going to be, is following this flow. So it is a natural flow. You can get into it. You've got the artistic abilities to be able to feel a creative source and be able to follow it. So it takes some time to nurture it, but it is good. So it's kind of a creative, and going into the dark months now, it's actually a good time. So that's probably why it's on the darker light versus coming into the light, which would be on the solstice. So that's probably your timing. I did say, well, okay, what is it? Like work-wise and stuff. It does show that there is a business, there's a money idea, and also that there is movement. And this was something else that came up real quick, is that there is some passion in there about movement. And even maybe with you and your partner, there's interest in maybe doing something new, in the future. Could be like a long-term goal, but it is something you kind of know you might want to do. And when I did the movement as well too, and you got that, you've got this one here. So I don't know, like a black vehicle, might be some travel, but either way, there is something to do with some movement or some traveling. That is an exciting goal, even though it might be just down the road or whatever, but it is it's part of a passion that you have. So it's about savings and building that there is support. And then your stone was a wish stone. So, and when I got this, they changed direction, and I had thought of your dad real quick, and then the stone went right around the other and popped out. Okay, is that him? And he gave you the good one, right? The wish stone. So like the other one was ready to go, and then this one just kind of came around and went down. So anyways, so I feel like that's from your dad. Like, make a wish, do what you want to do, like work on your dreams, and you're going to be supported with it. And, just take a deep breath and relax and know that you're okay.
It's fabulous. Thank you, Moonshine.
No problem.
Thank you, Lena. I got wonderful messages here for you tonight. I do see the path that's opened up for you to follow whatever business desires it is that you want. I can see that you've been kind of searching for next steps, working on it. I do feel like it's a skill or an arts or something that you make either with your hands or like through art. But I can see that you've been kind of honing that skill, really focusing more on what brings you joy and what you want to do out of life. As far as who you might be in business with, I got the Lovers card. So I don't know if you're going to do something with, and I'm playing with my brain, something with your partner maybe, or are you catering to couples in your business, or something about helping people or couples. I feel it's either with your partner or helping other people and their partners is something that I would strongly look at if that's in any part of your plan anywhere. Because I see you helping a lot of people with that and maintaining balance both in your life and helping people maintain balance in theirs. I feel like just be yourself, like be natural, be beautiful, be authentic, be brilliant, and just do what you're going to do. And you might fail. Like one of my favorite kind of mantras is be brilliant, fail, be brilliant again. Like just keep going no matter what happens. Pick up, dust off, keep going. Because even though it might seem like the wrong path, there is really no wrong paths. There's going to be bumps and kind of side trails and side quests, but you're on the right path ultimately, and trust that you know what your path is and whatever you've been feeling is right and valid. And you've got, again, that intuitive drive to make it happen for yourself and seek happiness. I feel like one thing that Spirit really wants to emphasize is control issues. I feel like maybe that's your apprehension about starting your business, or why you want to start your business is because you want to be in control as opposed to having others be in control of what you do. So really lean into that and go forward and control your destiny, manifest your dreams, and it's going to happen. So
Thank you. That's awesome.
Actually, yeah, and as everyone was talking, I was like seeing more flashes. So I do have to say that when I look at this now, I am getting that 7 months from now is the results you want to seek. I don't see a difficult path for you, but I do say make sure it's give and receive, right? Keep the balance, giving and receiving. So that's balance for you. And I don't actually see the hiccup with the person that you're going into business with, more so adjusting to the people that you guys are drawing in. Okay, so I do feel like some adjustments will take place as you do grow and develop. And the Magician card does come up, which means you do have all the tools on the table. You can definitely manifest what you want. But it is about compassion and well-being, but also beauty. And the beauty is the energy around you that you can help manifest. And your healing ability is helping people see the beauty they have inside and around them. So keep that in mind with what you're developing.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're gonna do Patsy. Hello, Patsy, welcome. What is it that you would like to know?
Hello. I would like kind of a general reading from Spirit and any insight on a new adventure a business adventure that I'm thinking about doing.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is a card I got for you. I love it because it means that the creation is perfect. So as far as a business venture, just like Kalina, it's like there is a protection around you. You can have what you want, but it is, look at the hands above and below. So it is about that balance, giving and receiving. So there is something that you're meant to receive, something you're meant to give, but you're in an incubation period right now as things are stabilizing. And I feel like the ideas are going into a grounding position. But this is time for you. It's like, I'm doing it. And you're meant to. Look at this hand here. So your healing ability, your love, your feminine self, your intuition, it wants to come out. So I see that as really good. I do see it as guided. However, if you look at this card, there is a male spirit is who I see in this card around you.
Yeah.
And that, to me, the High Priestess came through. So I do feel like your guidance right now is working with a male spirit. When it comes to your creation, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So the vision and the finances, that's not even the issue. Okay, that's not something that you have to worry about. It's about getting it out there. As well as, you're receiving signs, you're asking him for signs, and he's actually helping you change your perception about things. So it's like you do have a crystal clear vision right now. But I don't know what this means by like coming and going. So this male, I feel like, and I don't know why I keep hearing Patricia around you. I don't know if that's what he called you. I don't know.
That's what he didn't want anybody else to call me. It was
That gave
Patsy.
me
It wasn't
goosebumps.
Patricia. It was never Patricia.
So,
Her name is Patsy.
so he called you
Yeah.
Patsy?
He named me.
Oh.
He got to name all the girls. He named me Patsy. It wasn't Patricia. Don't call me Patricia. It's not her name. Yeah,
Okay.
It was a big thing. So it's kind of funny.
Okay. But why? But he is coming and going. So I know he goes to a different location. I know he travels around. So he doesn't like to stay in one place at a time. And you can actually sense when he comes around. Okay. But like I said, I keep getting music as a key for him. I don't know, but I keep hearing about Patsy. He just keeps saying, I think he had to give me the Patricia and then the Patsy for a minute. And that's like a guiding thing for you. So there is a power, there is music. What is that?
Whenever I hear Patsy Cline, I think of him because that's who I was named after. Maybe.
Oh my God. I got goosebumps everywhere. And did he actually listen to Patsy Cline? Is there a?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
she was his favorite.
When was the last time you listened
Yeah.
to one of her songs?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. And so like the music thing is huge. You have to listen to it right now. It shows that he's doing something to you. He wants you to be satisfied, and he has you on a search. Now, this is the weirdest thing, and because with Kalina, I got the 7 of the Chariot with Kalina, and then the 7 of Pentacles with you. We got the 9 of Cups and the Hermit. So we have people that are getting the same numbers. So you're in a place of transformation right now, and it's not about obstacles. So you are meant to have it easier right now. And as far as business, your business comes with what you want to do. So it's energizing you, it's healing you, and it's helping you move forward. So what your future is your faith right now. But Patsy Cline is his thing then. I don't know, that's all I keep hearing is Patricia and then Patsy Cline and music and just joy.
I go walking after midnight.
I don't know any of her songs. Like now I'm gonna listen to them just to see which one. I might message you. This one really got to me. But I do feel like right now it is about your side hustle, really. I do believe that you are meant to be creating something right now.
Super. Thank you.
Hi, Patsy. So I got some really good cards about your business. I've got like the Ace of Wands, so that creation energy is there supporting you. Like Spirit wants you to follow that path. But I also got this card, and it's all about the details. So whatever it is that you're going to do, pay attention to the details, pay attention to the fine print. Like when you're making agreements or decisions about what path you want to go, add your own personal little touch to it, but make sure it's suitable for you, because what you're laying the groundwork for what is to come, and now is the time. Like this is part of your path. I do also see though the hummingbird card, which is joy and lighten up. So I mean, when you see hummingbirds, that's also a sign, I feel like spiritually for you, that you've got your loved ones there with you. But I also, it's really reminding me that they're wanting you to just kind of, in those moments that are heavy, to embrace that, but also to remember that those heavy moments will get less and less, and that change those memories into the positive, like the cherishing ones, the ones that bring the laughter to your face, like the Patsy Cline thing, right? Those good memories, to really embrace that, because that's what's surrounding you and gonna keep you going forward on this path. So I do see though that what you're gonna create, you're co-creating with the universe. So there's something that is your idea, but there's something that's being brought to you from the universe as well. So it's kind of like your gift or your ability or something, your knack, your niche, something that is meant for you that you feel called to do. And it's going to be prosperous or abundant, I should say. I can't speak, so don't mind.
I know what you meant. Thank you.
No problem. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Patsy.
Hey, Moonshine.
I know Patsy Cline very well. It was my mother's favorite, so I grew
There you
up with
go.
Patsy Cline playing all the time. Yeah, no, that's wonderful. Yeah, I do. You know, it's actually good music too. You've got happiness and family cards here, just to let you know that around the whole energy is a happiness and family. So whatever it is that we're working on here, it's I guess the details, right? As Mystic Gypsy was saying. But it's funny. I'm doing your reading, and boom, the runes dropping down, face down, face down, face down, face down, face down. None of them are coming face up, and it's filling up the whole area. And you got 2, okay, that are face up. So And then on your cards, it's showing, so it's also showing that in your tarot here that there's all of these different things, and it may be different ideas or different ideas that you have or that are out there or that you're just thinking of and looking at, or you may have all these ideas and it's too much that not each one's getting done in a sense, but they're being just kind of seen or witnessed, or you're just kind of going through that stage. It just shows like all that, like 9 or 10 different things that are there, but the card's upside down. So it's kind of not being done, but they're like kind of like business ideas. So even it could be brainstorming, it could look like that, right?
Yep.
So it shows that you're in a space of creation where these things are coming in. But then it shows that there's a breakthrough, and it's before 3 months, so that's good. You know, probably in the just over the 2-month mark or somewhere there, but it could go faster if it does, right?
Yeah.
And it's a morning, so I don't know if it comes from a dream or you just wake up, but it's a wake up thing, and you've got it. You've got something, and it's an answer. You've got the 2 runes right together. It's an answer from the divine. So you know when you get this, that all of this researching and looking and your ideas and the clarity that you, and it hits, okay, you know that it's been given to you. It's not just, hey, I came up with this idea. It's, you know that something's been communicated to you, right?
Yep.
From the other side, and you know it. So that's really awesome. So it's kind of worth the wait. So don't stress it. Enjoy the process, okay, as you're going through it. Your stone is Tiger's Eye, so just kind of stay focused on what you like. You just need to keep looking at that. It also shows me 2 other things that are a good trigger for you to get into your flow is talking. So is actually communicating with others, having conversations, just social gatherings, talking about different topics. You know, maybe you do talking online and stuff. Maybe I'd be more than that, but just for you right now, like personally, to get to explore everything, have conversations about just whatever's interesting to you with people who are interesting to you. So that it shows the actual talking will open you up and help bring more ideas to you, and help build just like spiritual growth and happiness and community. So looks really good. So yeah, enjoy the process. But yeah, when you get that aha moment, you know that you got your answer and that it came from the spirit world. So then you can run with it.
Look forward to that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Patsy.
Hello.
Lots of great messages, of course. Aces all around. I got the Ace of Wands. And in regards to business, this is kind of my symbol from spirit. Like, you're being passed the baton, like in a relay race. Like, it's time. Like, just go. Take off with it and go. Like, you've got the idea, I feel like, or you've got many of ideas, but trust your inner guidance and you're going to find the right path for yourself. Whatever it is that you choose, it's going to bring you stability, monetary stability. But you're also going to be really content and satisfied, I feel like. I don't know if it's currently or upcoming. I do see some conflict, but I can't pinpoint if it's outer or inner conflict, or maybe it's both. Maybe it's some people doubting your ideas and you're having to defend yourself, or maybe it's conflict within yourself on, oh, am I making the right decision, or like inner saboteur, like stuff like that. But I see you conquering this conflict in whatever situation it arises. Stand your ground, believe in yourself, own your own divine power. You are so amazing. I feel like maybe you don't realize that in yourself, like lacking self-confidence, lacking whatever it is, but know that you've got this. Like, you're a badass. You can do it. Drop the unnecessary worries. Like, spirit has your back. Spirit wants you to be successful, and it wants you to realize your power. Like, it's time to step into it. That's what they're passing you the baton. Like, it's your time. You got to go for it. You got to do it. You just got to kind of leave the past in the past, shed some of those, like, whether it's negative self-talk or like imposed belief systems and stuff like that about yourself. But self-confidence, drop the unnecessary worries, and own your power. I'd see really good things coming for you. Lots of opportunities.
Thank you.
Yeah, and before I let you go, I did definitely get that. I know how someone said, Mystic Gypsy, I think it was, said 3 people, but it keeps coming to me that I know it's the 2 of you, but I definitely feel like there's a product. And I feel like there's a third ingredient, and that's like your bread and butter. something that is constantly coming. People will come to you. And I always say, like, everybody, whenever you're doing something in business, you have to have a Big Mac. What's your Big Mac? Right? What's something that somebody has to have that they will keep coming to you? And I feel like that is something that you're meant to create with your business partner, whether it's like a simple pendant that they're wearing of a certain stone or a few stones or an entire program. But I definitely see a third ingredient that's going to help stabilize the funds, like bring in the money that's constant, but as well, it is about the people that you are attracting. And I feel that the people that you're attracting are going to be a little different than what you're expecting. I feel like they are more into luxurious, like, living, or they want that in a way, you know, the feel good type of business. And I definitely feel when it comes to your father, I get blessings, closure, and peace. So I know that he is helping you light your passion right now. He is in a place of peace, but he's also closing the doors for you. 3 to 6 months, I do see you walking away from something and you're like, yes. So I don't know what that is, but it's like, yes. And he is helping you get to that point.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Megan. Megs, you can unmute, come forward. What is it that you want to know?
Sorry, I'm like the most technology not cool person ever, so it just took me this long to figure this out. Hi everybody. Well, specifically, I guess, I'm looking to get messages from 2 grandparents on either side of my family.
Oh, I got goosebumps everywhere. Okay. And you just want a message or anything specific you want them to know?
Well, okay, so full disclosure, I'm a medium, but I can connect to other people's dead people, but these 2 in specific, I get frustrated with myself because I can't connect to them quite as strong. And I think it's maybe because I want it too bad or something, like, I don't know. But I find it a lot harder to read my own dead people than other people's dead people, and it's frustrating.
You know what? That's totally normal. And in my classes, I always tell people, can you tell the difference when you're reading for others compared to when you're reading yourself? Because when you're reading for others, you know you're in that channel, but when you're reading yourself, it's like the knowingness is like more boring, I guess, in a way. You don't really feel like you get that high when you're connecting, but you are. First thing, I do feel this is a card that I got for you, and it does show that you're in a place of protection right now, and there's a little bit of a fear, and I don't know what that is. But when it comes to your grandparents, I keep getting I just see this. I get a woman and she's showing me an M. Ooh, and I got goosebumps when I did that. She's showing me an M and a M and a A. Oh, I feel like crying right now. One sec. I just want to pull the cards and see what the message is. Does that fit a M around you?
Yeah, it does. Like, yeah, big time.
You got the Ace of Wands. So she is bringing you the blessings. She knows the direction that you want. She sees you moving forward swiftly, okay? But you do definitely have to let go of the past. She is trying to heal something inside that links you to, I don't know how to say this, but your father. And I don't know if there is anything there, but spiritually, she is linking you to a connection to your father. And the weird thing is I do feel a male around her. However, I don't feel like it's her husband she's with, because I see a male. She's showing me an M again. So do you have 2 people with M's? Like, do you?
Sort of. Okay, so my grandfather, his name He's the one that I wanted to come through on my dad's side. His name was Melford.
Okay, I feel goosebumps. He's here. So he is with your grandma, but your grandma is on your mother's side.
Yes.
They're together. So your family, they can all see each other. They're all in the same realm. But it does show all of the cards when it comes up as all wands. So it all has to do with how you live your life. And it's like you have to put into your mind how you want to live your life each day. The feeling, the way you wake up, so they are trying to make it easier for you and put you in the flow where you can feel like you have a stronger foundation. I do feel like as far as health, there is healing happening in your family, because I do see that the grandmother is focusing on 3 people right now. And I don't know why, but the Ace of Wands comes up, which means like a miracle. You're all meant to experience this blessing and this miracle. That could be Christmas, right? Because it is showing up as, this month that you are meant to receive good news and balance. But they are trying to keep you, right now it's about balance. And it's also about finances. So whenever chaos kind of comes up, it's because you need, it's a sign that you have to put yourself out there. And I don't know why, but it's almost maybe they feel like you're holding back. And as far as your connection, the connection that you do have with them is your grandmother sees through your eyes. So when you pull your cards, she's the one that's looking through your eyes. Just listen, what does this mean? And you'll get the information that you want. There's no block around you. It's just sometimes you're communicating with other energies, and that's what's confusing. So just make sure you call her. Call who you want to connect with 3 times. Call their name, and you will have that acute energy you need. I froze. Everybody's frozen.
Like all of the things that you're doing and creating in your path, and he's really, I feel like they've both been gone for like a similar amount of time. It wasn't too far of a difference in between them, but they're both there, and they know that you can't really see, like you're having that feeling of the blocked, and it's like I can see your grandpa kind of like looking at you like, it's okay, like I'm here, right? But like you'll come to me when you can. But I also see that they guide you like on all of your like they embrace your mediumship. They're helping be that guidance for you and give you those messages that you're meant to give, because they want you to like celebrate your abilities and your gifts and know that like you're doing good things when you're relaying the messages for other people on the other side. But they also want you to be gentle with yourself. And really just kind of when you're looking in the mirror, like don't be so hard on yourself. Like just kind of, this is the going into that like dark time of the year where it's like really internal, and they want you to just like embrace it more with like a gentle glove than it is like the hard hitting of like the shadow work, right? Like they want you to kind of just know that you're going into this time and just really fill yourself full of self-love, because they're full of it. They're just surrounding you with so much love. But those two really stood out for me. So I just, yeah, a woman and a man. So they're definitely here with you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Hello. Well, I got
Hi.
some ruins for you here. You got a whole bunch that came up, so you got lots going on. Looks like lots of busy stuff coming up, so that's good. It'll keep your hands full and your mind busy with stuff to work on. It does show right away that the primary thing that's coming up for you in more than one area is it's like your soul's path. So it really is a deep consciousness that your life's manifesting through right now. So like that place of your own deep connection is actually what's going to bring you your security, because it is your secure place when you go into it as well. So it's going to manifest more in around you. I'm just kind of seeing now like there's almost like a shell, like the house, but you're like kind of almost refilling its energy and almost remaking the house, but it's not actually renovations. It's coming from you. So it's like your energy is changing the space and in the room. And I'm not sure if there's been something that passed, or there was a loss, or something that had gone, or if the home that you're in is an inherited home, or that's just happened. But it is showing that there's a house and an opening around the house, and that it's more like southeast for you, and you're facing southeast. There's either a view or there's an area there that you look, and that there's a harmony there, so it's a real peacefulness. It does show in about 2.5 months there is like some challenge to go through, but it's more like a repeating thing. So just something that you recognize as a repeating cycle of somebody else that comes into life, or maybe a little changeover of some things there. So just know that it's a good thing, and then there's a clear space for a couple of months there, and then there's joy, and you're right in the balanced spot there. So it's actually not a rough ride, but there is some change in there, and so it's pretty smooth for you. It's like you're kind of being taken care of. Actually, just be patient, even though things might look faster than they seem. And it also shows me that you are like a spirit keeper yourself. I got a spirit keeper of the East, and I feel like this southeast area that you're in, it's just very powerful for you, and it's a good, healthy place for you to just restore your energy, to get everything clear. And you got the moonstone too, so it's just about emotional balance. So just really stay in that comfort, stay in that emotional balance. And there's this thing with the home though. So now that there's something about, there's a comfort, but there's also a future. A future change with it. So there might be an idea with the home. There may be something where you're going and coming back to it for short periods, and maybe renting some part of it out or something like this. So there's something more coming up in the home on a business financial type of idea. So just keep your thoughts open for that too, but there is something else there, and that seems pretty light and clear around it. It'd be a pretty easy thing to do. So yeah, it looks great though. Nothing negative, just a little bit of challenge, a little bit of changes in your life there, but you're going to be able to see it clearly. One thing, is out and another thing is in, and you're going to be good with that.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Bestie.
Hi, honey.
There's these cards that I can tell you that I haven't already told you.
I know.
But they just kind of say the same thing. Like, get the Fool card. Like, trust it. You're not going to fall off the cliff. Like, you're supported. You're going to be okay. Be kind to yourself. Don't punish yourself for things. Look for the positive. Look for new opportunities. Own your divine feminine power. And I drew the same card that I drew earlier for Patrick. It says the past has been deep, but it only has as much power as you allow it to have. It's not permanent. It's in the past. And divine life purpose was the oracle card that showed up. So.
Are you giving me an I told you so?
I mean, nicely, but yes, I was going to save that for later. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
While everyone was doing their readings, I definitely got that I agree with Brett or with Moonshine that there's definitely something you should be doing from home. But I also I think there is something else that you do have to add as well to what you're doing. And I feel like if you had two different things, they would comprehend and help you with your interpretations from the guidance that you do seek. For me, I use 3 different decks when I do my readings. And when I see that they're confirming each other, then I know I'm totally aligned and there is no doubt. But I feel like the guidance that you are meant to communicate with is not sadness, and it's not the spirit of grief. And I really feel like your guidance is about helping and uplifting people from where they are right now. And so I feel like you do need to start using your grandma and your grandpa as spirit guides. And they will work that way.
My grandmother, I do, but like my grandfather, I've always kind of found like he's a little bit harder. Like my mediumship kind of runs on my mom's side. So like my grandmother had abilities, my great grandmother, my great great grandmother, right? So it kind of goes back and it's come through us. So it's kind of like when I'm doing something like a reading, whether it be cards or mediumship or like the combo of just everything, it's like I know that she's there and she's doing what she should be doing and helping me out. But it's when I try to get her, that's the hard part, right? So it's like, and it's frustrating because most of the time it comes pretty easy, but that's with other people's deceased people. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So I would definitely use more than one way to connect to her. For me, it was like every time I do a reading, I would call my spirit guide or my grandpa or whoever it is that I wanted until I understand how they communicate with me. And then as soon as I call them, I know when they arrive. So I feel like maybe practice calling your grandma in your sacred place. Like maybe you have a favorite chair. Call your grandma 3 times and wait and see how does she come, and just practice doing that for a week, and you'll find how she enters. And I feel like she comes to you from behind and you'll almost feel like a coolness up your spine. So just kind of feel what it is when she arrives and then pull the cards, right? Because sometimes spirit doesn't speak. And as far as your grandfather goes, like it shows me him in this incubator, like he's like, what the hell? Okay, psychics. Okay, he'd rather be outside. Okay. But he will come forward when you're doing readings about your stability. So your grandfather will show up in your cards as pentacles. So when you get lots of pentacles in your card, he's coming forward in your readings. Okay, so try that. Kalina, I really keep getting I know that your father is around, but I keep getting that you can smell him when you go home. Like when you enter your house, and it's almost like a cold metal smell. For some reason, I smell like metal around him, and I don't know why, but it's almost like a soldering, or like I don't know, I get a metal. It's weird, but I feel like you'll be able. Huh?
Maybe pipes. He was a plumber.
That would totally be. Well, when you walk in at home, smell what, you'll know what I mean. And you'll definitely, now that it's getting colder, you'll definitely smell it more. So you can smell him when he's around. I didn't mean it like that. That's awesome. Before we go, is there anything anyone wanted to say? Any other messages? Because if not, I am going to pull a card for everybody. And we do have one more reading to do with someone that couldn't make it tonight, but left us her question. So we'll do that too. So I'll put the chat up, or you can unmute and with that, let's do our guidance, our energy for this month. All of us in the psychic circle and those that couldn't make it. Because I believe when people gather, there is an energy that we are all connecting to at the same time. I got transformation. Whoops, that's upside down. It wasn't supposed to be. So we are actually all going through a change right now. And that's true. That's natural. But it does have to do with trusting ourselves. So we're being told to, oh, she just showed up there. Look at that. So now we can do her live. That's awesome. How do I enter that? My chat is not up. I can't see her. So we got trust. We got to trust ourselves. We got to trust the universe right now and travel. So if you're not going anywhere right now in your car, then start thinking about where you want to go. Maybe it's a journey. Maybe it's a certain situation, or what you want, right? Focus on that and you will get to your destination. Where do you want to go? Our spirits are there to help us evolve, and they always give us the energy we need. We just have to ask for it. So trust yourself, trust your path. You're not asking for too much. You're not asking for, anything negative. So keep asking for what you want and follow the guidance that's available to you. Okay. With that, I will let you go. So other readers, stay on. Thank you for joining us. If you need to look us up, our links will be on the YouTube channel post. So you will get the replay of this. I'll make sure you get it. And yeah, have a great month. Thanks for joining.
Everyone, have a good night.
Psychic, stay on. Perfect. So we do have, and I just saw the lady that couldn't make it join. So I'm going to look her up on Facebook if I can put up a screen here. Okay, so her name is Stacy, and she wants a message. And her message is, I would like to know if my dad has any advice for me to help me get my family through this difficult time, as my husband is also battling with a terminal cancer diagnosis. Life is very difficult right now. Okay. And she was the one that could not make it tonight because she is losing a sister-in-law with the battle of cancer as well. So let's give her some guidance. What can we give her? So do some reading. She wants to know her dad. What message does her dad have for her right now? Okay. I'll start, of course. Oh, I got goosebumps. I love the goosies. But this weather, you get the goosebumps? Don't they stick longer? I'm all like bundled up in my flannel. Okay, so I'm gonna start and see what I get here. Oh, I got the World card, the Fool card, and the Tower. And I want to just see what soul card I get for her right now. This is a soul card I received for Stacy. And look, there is a butterfly. So I feel like this is Stacy in her card. And I feel like she is moving forward, and she has to move forward. But look at this hand in the card. That's what gets me. See that? It's like so far behind. I don't even know if it's hers. So when I get this card, I see that she does have to look up, and that it is a difficult situation that she's facing. It's important for her to stay grounded. This card does have, like, see the fern leaves on it. So the earth element is helping her right now. She does have the ability to help people get through this. That is part of her calling right now, but she can't carry all the weight. But she is kind of like the angel. Okay? She does have to keep looking up. The butterfly represents to me that her father is around, helping with the transformation of the death and rebirth, which is also why we have the Tower card. And I do feel like power of the universe, of God, all of the angels that are around and spirits that are around are. But the blue card is the healing card and staying calm and staying present as well. Now, I get the card, the Wheel of Fortune for her. So when I see that card, I do see that there is destined power in play right now. And that it is important for her to just connect to the spirit of everyone and everything right now. And as far as the universe is concerned, they are present. Family is present on both realms. There is five spirits around right now, her and her partner. So I do see that family has come forward, and these are going to be ancestors. But the deeper meaning that I get from her father with the World card coming up is that it is a destiny thing, everything she's experiencing. And even though it's difficult and chaotic, everything's going to be all right. That there is harmony, that there is things that are coming to a completion, but there's also fulfillment and preparation. And when this card comes up, the World card, she is meant to encounter the world in a great way that has to do with unity and wholeness. As far as her relationship and that, I feel like it's important right now that the feeling of love and gratefulness is around, and I do feel like that is active. I'm getting like super hot because I can feel like the energy of the love of her father around. And this is about fulfilling the path and putting plans together. But there's also a financial goal that the spirit is also helping with or putting together. So I feel like her father is working on relationships and family, as well as the finances and where the path and putting things into place right now for her. And it's scary. Or I feel like the scary part is the timing and the unknowing and what's next. But the Fool card does come up, and that does show that there is a new beginning. And even though it's hard to hear, Stacy is a free spirit. You are a free spirit right now, and there is an energy of freedom that will come with it. But this is part of the adventure. It is invoking joy and love and healing for everyone, even though it's a difficult path. So I do feel that the universe and the angels are around, and that you are going to be seeing visions and connection and dreams, and everyone is being prepared right now. There isn't surprises right now. And that there is a clearing, there is a death and rebirth. And because the World comes up, it's in all elements. So, 5 different energies, and it did show the 5 different spirits available. So that's what I do see. Have courage. Let yourself understand every day. Take the blessings as you are. New areas are going to open up in your life, and old and other things are going to close. But, stay present.
I also got the World card for her. And I got the Emperor as well, so I know her dad is that energy is here supporting her and helping her go this path forward, because the path right now, is looking very cold and stressful, and it feels like it's probably just terrifying. And Spirit just really keep showing perseverance, courage. All the cards that I'm drawing are showing that they want her to tap into those, that even though she might feel like she doesn't have the energy to tap into it, to just know that she's doing it, just thinking about it, right? And I think too, for her, this union with her husband, it's important for them to cherish these moments that are coming up, the good moments, the good times that in the dark times, there is those glimpses of joy, of remembrance, of gratitude, and to really hold on to those, because those are the times that are going to help keep that stability for them going forward through all the challenges that are happening and have yet to come. And the cards are really showing, though, that even though it's super challenging and the path that they're on right now, that there is going to be like so much love in the basis of it, right? Like going through this with like that inner love for each other is huge, and the healing is going to happen. But just to persevere and tap into that courage, because it's going to be very important. But her dad's with her and her husband on this journey ahead.
Hey there. Yeah, I've got a real closeness between the first two ruins when they came out, and they were just right beside each other and came out together very close and kind of magnetic, and you could just feel that connection. And it does show that there's reconciliation for you with this relationship with the passing, and it shows that there's you've got the Feihu there, which is whatever resources are around you that are part of your situation now, that they are part of this happening. So just accept it and just move forward with it comfortably, because this is where things are supposed to be. Because there's good in it, and that there's a gift in it. It shows that there's a real openness for you right now to the relationships around you and ones you have passed, and that is you're experiencing that. You're also going through a time of great knowledge as well in these personal relationships. So even though you feel you don't have that foresight to go out, it's because all of your focus is in, and that's okay. Don't be concerned about everything else right now. Your focus is in the right place. It shows that there is a real marking of the wheel, that in 1 year's time that there's going to be a recreation and rebuilding, and you're right in the middle of the start of that year. And you'll notice at the 6 months, the change, right on the mark, you're right on the line. So, and then you'll notice another change, and you really know when you come around the full year to where you're at, there's going to be a lot of understanding when you come around the other side. So it does show that there's a great nurturing power around you, and that this is something that's already part of you, and something that you're going to be able to embrace more. And it's service to others, needs to others, and it's a part of who you are, nothing to be pushed. But there is going to be something there in the future, in the next couple of months, it's going to keep your heart full, and you'll stay active with it. So yeah, it does show there's definitely a strong female energy around you, taking care of you as well too through this, and they bring it into balance. Also, in about 3 months' time, there's a crossroad, and it's just showing just to stay focused, and that there'll be kind of like two decisions, but it's more like picking two different things. So it's not really like a fork in the road and you have to go this way or that way. It's more like you have a choice of getting, blue car or red car, right? Or something along those lines, where you do have a choice, but it's more of your choosing. So both will be fine. There may be something, a combination of the two, but but just when you come up to the decision where you're purchasing something there, just saying that it's good. Both options are good, and that when you stay focused on it, you'll end up in the right place. So don't be concerned about the decision. There's also, if there is property involved in land, I see that there's a flowing river. If there is a flowing river, there's also a message of building a walkway by the river, and there's something there with meaning. So more land and a walkway, but there's definitely walking and outdoors or a walking trail. Either one that's already there that has a memory or something, but I got a feeling it's actually something that gets created, like manicured, or maybe it was a path or a spot that somebody needs to go, but now you're gonna make it nice, maybe put a bench there, like a memorial bench or something nice like that. But I feel that there's a spot there on the land that would be showing that you would know. So, yeah. So, but it does show good nurturing. There's lots of love. So just feel that love.
Oh, a lot of different messages coming through tonight, but the first thing that Spirit for me really wants to highlight is easy does it. I know there's a lot that's been going on, so you need to take a step back, reassess priorities, figure out where your energy should be. Because I feel a big lack of energy, even in listening to the others speak and give their readings. Everyone's so sleepy, and I'm doing it too. I talk fast, but I'm starting to slow down. Like I'm starting to feel heavier, and I feel like that's maybe how you're feeling in life. So easy does it. There are some things that are really important right now and some things that aren't. So take stock of those and put the energy where it needs to be. Focus on healing. There's going to be a lot to heal from, a lot that I feel that you have been healing from. I feel like maybe sometimes the universe kind of packs it on heavy, like when it rains, it pours. But after the storm, there's always sun. You got the sun card, which is the most beautiful card in the deck, but also it comes with a heaviness because it tells me that things haven't always been good, but that the light will start to creep in slowly, even though it may have been a while since you've really genuinely seen that sun. I liken it to kind of like sometimes the universe closes a door and opens a window, but maybe this time the universe is closed, locked the door, nailed it shut, closed the window. Like I feel like maybe you feel like you're in an escape room, like there's a way out but you can't find it yet. Trust in the universe, believe that the sun will shine through and it will lead you to better days. And know that you are incredibly strong. You get the strength card right after the sun, and those two together, it does something. It's so bright, but it's because there's so much darkness, I feel like, to shine that light on. But know that it is coming. You have so much power within you to overcome, but just, like I said, take stock and easy does it right now, because it is a lot. So be gentle to yourself, be kind to yourself, but better days are ahead despite whatever's happening right now. So hopefully you take comfort in these messages and take some time for yourself, because easy does it.
That's a really tough position. It sucks. Nowadays we have to deal with so much sickness and loss. But the cards that I do have, I love the idea that Brett received the guidance of the memorial spot. I definitely see that as something important. But freedom and healing comes up for me. I keep getting that. And I do feel that this is going to release a lot of pain, right? But this Christmas is like so important. So make sure you make your memories, do something special, create some kind of memorials or ornaments, I don't know. But I definitely see the importance of family and even the younger family being involved. So I know right now family on this world and the other world are gathering together, and they are giving you the support and love during this transformation. But stay strong and know that we will be thinking of you. Okay. So that is our message to you. Okay. So I want to pick an angel card and see what I get. Enchantment. So there's still magic around, there's still healing energy around, spirits are around, they want good things to happen. while you're dealing with difficulties, there is always something good around you. So try to seek that out every day together, and blessings to you. Okay. So we are going to end the circle right now. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Listen to this whenever you want. And yeah, maybe we'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.